Now, to anyone in the 21st century, this is a problem. As we all know, the Earth is spherical and rotates around the sun. In order to understand this passage, we need to understand one simple fact that the misotheists cannot. Joshua did not stop the sun. Now that we have that out of the way, let us look at the text again. Now first, it is clear that Joshua asked the Lord to stop the sun. Joshua, as a mortal and fallible human, quite possibly believed that the sun revolved around the earth. However, a prayer to God is not a wish on Aladdin's lamp. God has his own plans as well, and will not always give you what you ask for, but what you need.
If someone prays for patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient? If they prayed for courage, does God give them courage, or does he give them opportunities to be courageous? If someone prayed for the family to be closer, do you think God zaps them with warm, fuzzy feelings? Or does he give them opportunities to love each other?
Joshua thought the sun revolved around the earth, and thus that is how he phrased his prayer. Realizing his intent, God gave him what he wanted. God stopped the earth's rotation. Now we come to another problem. If the earth suddenly stopped spinning, the results would make the apocalypse look like an afternoon in the park. Simply put, there are at least two possible scenarios. One, if the atmosphere was still moving, it would strip away everything short of solid stone. Two, the oceans would keep their momentum and crash upon the continents and destroy everything. However, these are both assuming that the stop was both sudden and immediate. These terrible things would be apocalyptic, but only if immediate. Imagine if the Lord slowed the Earth's rotation. This would make it appear as if the sun stopped and granted Joshua the time he needed to finish the Lord's work. I theorize that the Earth might have had a 23-hour day, and ever since Joshua made his prayer, we have a 24-hour day. So next time you are at work and you have an hour left before quitting time, thank Joshua. However, the cycle of the Earth's rotation might have been stretched to a 25-hour day for this instance, and the Lord returned it to normal after Joshua and the Israelites were finished. In the end, whether the sun stood still or the earth stood still is irrelevant to atheists. It would only matter to Jews and Christians. To be quite frank, why do they care?